Hey there, peoples. It's December 22nd and it's 2:22 a.m. It doesn't get any more 2 than that. Um, Anywho, I should be asleep, but I'm having a bout of insomnia again. In the past 3 days, I've had maybe 9 hours of sleep. And a lot of my insomnia has also been exacerbated by my nervousness and apprehension about going to Boston. This is probably take number 5,000 with my videos here, and I can't seem to get it out right. But I'm really nervous because I don't know what it's going to be like going to Boston um, as a transgendered person and also as a woman. And, I live my life very male and very much in control. And granted, didn't necessarily have complete access to lots of places, but I mean, considering the degree of safety that I had, I feel like it's incredibly multiples and multiples, a lot more than it would be for a woman. And as for me being transgendered, I really don't know what it's like to be transgendered in Boston firsthand. And I'm really nervous. I just read stories about trans bashing, and I don't know, I remember when I left, some groups that were fighting for same-sex marriage were really pushing for the LGB part of the LGBT, but also fighting against the advancement of transgendered rights, and in particular, including transgendered folks as a protected group in employment as well as harassment and government documents and in forms, no discrimination based on, etc., transgender or based on gender, and these groups that were fighting for same-sex marriage were also fighting against the T part because it was just, we don't want to be associated with that. We are, fighting for the rights of normal people and transgender people, or even the outliers. So it's like the outliers of the outliers. So it's a really distant spot to be in general. But yeah, I can go on about that another time. But so it's just for me, the idea of being transgendered feels like a whole lot of alienation while I'm in Boston. But at the same time, it's not like I'm setting up shop in Boston, I'm just visiting. So I feel like my experiences probably for the most part will be benign, they'll be fine. I'll travel with somebody and make sure that I'm okay and safe. So I feel okay about that. But it is a new experience, and I feel like really this is one of the biggest parts about coming out for me, is coming out in the area that I grew up in. And I'm not filled with apprehension about seeing family members. I really don't, for family members that aren't supportive, I really don't care. But at the same time, I really don't care. And friends that were once friends, I don't know. But, I mean, I do occasionally get people who friend me on Facebook from high school that just want to see what I look like. So they friend me so they can see my pictures, and then they never say anything, they never send any messages. In fact, I'm about to unfriend somebody that I thought was going to actually um, go out of their way to, possibly build a connection. But in any case, and perhaps I'm jumping the gun, and I probably am. But at the same time, there's this thing where being transgendered for me, when I last remembered leaving Boston, it was more of like you're a circus freak. That's just weird. Um, so I know I'm fighting my own prejudices and understanding myself more and where I came from. And all in all these experiences will strengthen me. So I know that I can make it through this, and that there will be some fun times, of course. So that's that. But it is scary. It is. But